Hey, it's Joshua Waldman. Here in this video, I'm going to share with you some ways that you can begin researching the needs, goals, issues that are top of mind on the actual individuals who you are targeting in your networking campaign. Let's take this example. Here's a guy who is connected to me. I don't know him, and let's say he is someone who I want to network with, perhaps as an information interview. So I found him through my research on LinkedIn, which I showed you how to do in earlier videos. I'm going to grab his name and go to some other sites to start to explore who he is and what's going on with him. Now, what I want to do, of course, is carefully read who this person is, what interests they have. Everyone has interests that are outside of work. And you know, this guy is fairly interesting. He speaks German, he's interested in animal welfare and human rights. He's passionate about science and technology, and I'm learning all of this stuff just by looking at his profile. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is to simply Google his name. Easy, and guess what? People are doing this to you too. So step one, go ahead and just Google him and see if you can learn more about this person. And yes, quite a bit of interesting information here. It looks like he has a law background, no real bad news about him. So, you know, maybe that he has some side interests that would come up here. Second step is now I want to go to ZoomInfo, which is a resource that I've included in the workbook. We'll go ahead and put his name, and here's what we found from him. ZoomInfo is actually going to give us his telephone number and his email address, as well as information about the company that he works for. Cool thing is also ZoomInfo goes out to the internet and tells you where he is mentioned out there in the world. It's kind of like a Google search that we just did, but with a lot more focus on this particular individual. And I can begin to read this and say, look, you know, maybe he's won all of these awards. He used to be a CTO, but now he's not. Like, what's up with that? What do you think his career aspirations are? And how would you approach this person? Are they a decision maker? Or are they just an information interview source? And here's a guy who looks like he's very busy. So if you were going to reach out to him, you'd better get your message really polished off for him to spend the time to talk to you. Another resource is PIPL, People, and Spokeo. And I can do a search here in People for Dennis, and I'm just going to see more information about him that's out there online. I just want to see who he is. You know, I want to know who I'm talking to, and if I'm networking, doing your research, it's just expected to be able to ask poignant questions and to know who you're talking to. Now, that other resource is Spokeo, which can get a little bit creepy, I will admit. I mean, it even has a Google map of where that person allegedly lives. But it tells you some interesting things as well. It looks like he's on several websites. Here's possible income data, home value, ethnicity, occupation, and age. It even has his political inclinations, whether he's right or left of the center. And it's just good information. You know, you might take one or two notes down from one of these sites and then forget about it. But at least you've taken the time and the energy to get to know this person who's going to be spending time with you on the phone or over coffee, helping you with your career.